What's up, everyone? Welcome to this week's episode of the Rams Sports Roundup. I'm your host, Justin.
And I'm Ryan. And today we're doing a season preview for the Rams baseball team. They're already underway a little bit, so we're gonna take you through the rest of the season, see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, Ryan. This year, according to Mountain East polls, preseason polls, they're predicted to come out north and finish first. So that's always good.
Yeah,
know?
and it's not really a surprise either. Coach Mark McCarty and his team, since they joined the Mountain East several years ago, 2010, 2011, something around there. They've been 13, yeah. So I mean, they've been the team to beat ever since they joined this conference.
Yeah.
So looking to go out on top, just like every other. I feel like we mentioned that for every other sports team.
Exactly.
Going out on top of the Mountain East in the last year. So
Shepherd, man.
Shepherd.
How about it? But yeah, as you mentioned, they've been that top team, and actually, they three years in a row, 2015, 16, and 17, they won a conference and made the NCAA playoffs. And last year, actually, they lost in the championship series to Charleston 2-1.
Yeah, definitely a tough loss, but overall, great resume for this team past few years. Seniors have definitely had a good run.
Certainly.
They have 5 All-Americans returning this year, which is that's insane for one team.
Crazy.
Go to first team All-Americans, Brenton Doyle. You got 2 second-team All-Americans, Justin Smith, Ryan Potts, and a third-team All-American in Nick Atkinson, which is blowing people away.
One thing that they all have in common is that they're juniors and seniors, and so that tells you that they don't only have experience, but they have top-tier talent that can compete nationally, not just on a regional level. Exactly,
and the numbers really show it. They have some insane numbers here, batting-wise. Doyle averaged .415, which is, that's like 100 points above what you're looking for.
Yeah.
That's .315 is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
.415's insane. 98 hits, 14 home runs, 68 RBIs. And then you look at a little power. Atkinson led the team with 15 home runs, which, you're playing it at Shepherd. That center field wall is pretty deep here.
Yeah.
So 15, 15 is pretty good. And the highest batting average was from Smith, who had hit .426. These are some insane. 2 people hitting over 400 is insane. And Smith also had 60 hits on the year.
That's impressive. Looking at the pitching side of things, seeing Ryan Potts, he had the best record of 11-2. He also had 118 strikeouts, and only gave up 7 home runs. So
yeah, so that I think you're pretty good when you're getting 100 more strikeouts than you are.
He's throwing some heat right there.
Exactly, exactly. And the pitching is just another piece to the puzzle. We're talking about all this great hitting. The pitching's there too for him.
Yeah. And the Rams already had their first game on the year. Last Friday, they traveled to UMC Pembroke to face the Braves. Unfortunately, they lost both games, but they were close and competitive games, Ryan.
Yeah, scores 9-10, 12-13. Those are crazy high-scoring games, and those are always the tough ones to lose because your offense puts up all that, and just to go on to lose. And they actually had leads late in both of those games, so it's tough to see. But I think it's good for the team. The younger guys can kind of experience those games like that, those tough losses to tough teams.
Yeah.
And
it also doesn't hurt you because it's not in conference games, so
exactly
it doesn't really hurt your record. Those games are for you to learn and play competitive teams and show that you can compete around the region.
Yeah, those definitely going down to those tournaments and everything. It's just you kind of get a feel for other teams outside the area. Obviously, there'll be more familiarity moving into the Mountain East and as the season goes on. So, but those tough losses, get them out of the way early.
Yep.
And we'll make some noise later in the season for sure.
Exactly.
And,
predictions on the year.
Predictions, I think they have a lot of guys returning. We mentioned the All-Americans. I think they win the Mountain East, go out on top their last year. I think they do that, I'll say fairly easily, but I don't want to jinx them at all.
Certainly.
And then I think they make it to the regional playoffs. I think they make some noise there for sure.
All right. Well, I do agree with you that they can easily win a conference. Not to jinx them or anything, but we gotta hold them to a higher standard, as well as the playoffs. I got them losing in the second round to some PSAC school. That always gets them. Hopefully, they prove me wrong, but
that's what I'm saying. The PSAC, we gotta tell them we're coming next year. Definitely,
exactly.
We gotta make some noise against those teams for sure. Show them we're a force to be reckoned with.
Yep.
We got a good program too. So. Yeah, I think pretty good predictions. I don't think we're selling them short at all. So
no, not at all.
We're confident in this team. Got a lot of seniors.
One thing that we forgot to mention was talk about Smith. as an All-American, not only for the offense but as far as pitching. You know, he shows up twice if you look online. It shows, it's highlighted, you know, that his batting average and how many hits he had, and also his ERA as a pitcher. So it's crazy.
It's good to have two-way players. Those are versatile guys. You can pop in at any time, any position.
Exactly, utility.
And that's good to see. That's all we got for you guys today. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Ryan.
I'm Justin.
And we'll see you next time on Ram Roundup.
Holla.